Hey everyone, Sweet Johnny Cage here. Welcome back to the Dark Souls Remastered full playthrough walkthrough. And in part 21, we are going to go through the Royal Wood and fight Artorias of the Abyss, or Abyss Walker Artorias, or Knight Artorias, the most gangster of all bosses in Dark Souls history. If you've never joined me for these walkthroughs, this is a Let's Play style walkthrough, so I'm recording as I talk and as I play. You may hear a little bit of background noise. I do my best to edit that out. And then there may be some deaths that I will edit out as well, and if there's a ton, I will put them at the end for a funny little montage. That has only happened so far for Lost Isolate and Bed of Chaos, though. Okay, starting off, I'll show you my stats. Level 82 with 32 Vitality, 31 Endurance, 20 Strength, 40 Dex. I have a Yuji Katana plus 15, the Crest Shield, and the Gold Hemmed set. And I'm going to change this ring over to the Wolf Ring. And then I also have the Ring of Steel Protection. Yeah, so the Royal Wood it's not necessarily a difficult area, but it's pretty long, and it has some big body enemies that can sort of eat up your flasks if you're not careful. So that's why I highly recommend kindling this bonfire as high as it goes. At this stage of the game, I have more or less completed the base game, and now we're in the DLC. So I recommend leaving the DLC till last, just because the further you get into the DLC, the harder it gets. Yeah, okay, so let's get started. So we've already spoken to Elizabeth, we've already picked up the loot in here, and now it is time to head into the Royal Wood. And if you are a keen observer, this area should feel really familiar to you, because the Royal Wood is actually Darkroot Garden from the past. So this is the bridge that you walk over to get to the grave of Artorias, and the Great Grey Wolf Sith boss fight. Oh boy. So yeah. The Ents, or the demon foliage, I think they're called, in the past, they are the gardeners and the groundskeepers of this Royal Wood. So what we're going to do is we're going to clear out all the enemies in this area. There's a good amount of treasure in the woods here that we want to get. Luckily, it's not eternal darkness out here. And, we're able to sort of see where we're going since it's daytime. This is our next destination here, this Colosseum. That is where the boss is. And if you listen closely as you are sort of traversing this area, you'll hear a lot of groaning, a lot of moaning. And that is because Ulasil has been sort of corrupted by the Abyss. And we'll find out exactly what that means in a little while. So there's the Guardian Gauntlets. The Guardian set is new to the DLC. All four pieces are scattered around the Royal Wood. And it's the set of these big dudes with the giant hammers that you got to be very careful of. They swing a lot faster than you might think. And if you hear them groan, you need to back up, because they're going to do this big, oh god, they're going to do this big earthquake attack that does a little bit of terraforming. Luckily, that one didn't get to do it. Okay, and I'm pretty sure these guys dropped their hammer, if I'm not mistaken. But you do still need to be careful. Most of the Guardians are flanked by Gardeners, so you gotta be careful of the Gardeners as well. Luckily, the Gardeners go down pretty quick. I don't recommend trying to rush the Gardeners in an attempt to make things go faster, because what will wind up happening is you will run into another pack of Gardeners and a Guardian, and you don't want that to happen. I'm waiting for these guys to groan so you can see their terraforming ability. Maybe I'll just let it happen here. I'll probably do an overhead slam now. No? Come on, buddy. Go for it. Show the people what you can do. I know you got the double swing going. No? Okay, maybe another one will do it. I don't want to waste too much time on these guys. Okay, so there's a big group over here that we gotta be very careful of. There's a couple Guardians and a bunch of Gardeners. Let's try to approach from this angle. I think we can maybe get them over here. This might be the safest way to do it. Okay, there's that. Come on, Gardener. There you go. Alright, the Guardian does his big swing. I want to fight them further away because, again, I don't want to run into that other group over there. I want to try to be careful. Oh, damn. Alright, there's that one. I'm surprised they haven't used their, like, terraforming ability. Get some Twinkling Titanite, and now we should be able to safely fight this set here. Come on. There we go. Oh god, I hate that move. Ugh. Yeah, the pitchforks deal piercing damage, which really sucks. Also, these guardians can run, so... Yep, there you go. Oh god. There it is. So they do this big earthquake move, so you gotta be careful when, after they attack, they can still attack again. They usually only do it if you're in front of them, so if you can manage to stay behind them, you're usually safe. But you still want to be careful. Okay. More Twinkling Titanite. I should have purchased some repair powder from Elizabeth, just because we're going to be here for a while, but I have some other weapons in my bags, so it should be okay. Now, these guys were guarding a big pond, right? Yeah. So this pond is where we found the large magic, or the magic ember in the original. That's what this pond is. And there is a chest here. Okay, good. I thought there was. Get a blue Titanite slab. How nice. So to correspond with that, oh, God. All right, well, let's do some PvP, I guess. This is unfortunate. Oh, boy. All right, the last time we got invaded was... Oh, man, I can't remember the last time we got invaded. Here he is. I know I got invaded at least once here. No, you're not going to combustion me. What are you, nuts? Also, I'm just telling you guys now, I don't care. I drink in PvP. I don't care. If you invade my world, I'm going to survive. Ooh, he got me. Oh, shit. Wow, good for him. I couldn't see, so I just kept on swinging, but yeah, good for him. Good for him. Alright, having recovered from that PvP death, I cleared out the area again, and I just got my blood stain. So let us continue. I'm staying hollow. I don't want to get invaded again, because Ulasil is maybe not the Royal Wood, but the DLC area is like the PvP heaven. So the chances of getting invaded here are quite high. That's weird. That Twinkling Titanite wasn't attached to his body. Okay, so clear that out, got in the slab. And now we can start moving over here. This is where those big cats were that we fought in the base game. So there's, I think there's a gardener up here. Yeah, there's another gardener over here. There's a couple, actually. The gardeners are not necessarily... You know, I'm sort of making an assumption here. I don't think the gardeners are one-to-one with the demon foliage, or the demon plants, or whatever. I don't think they are necessarily one-to-one. I'm pretty sure there's more gardeners than there are demon foliages. Oh, man. Okay. Let's clear these guys out. There's a giant in here, too, so we gotta be careful. Yep, there he is. But I think we've gotten everybody off the cliff, so this should get easy. There we go. Oh, jeez. Yeah, let's reset this really quick. Take care of this big boy. Oh god. I had no stamina left. That was rough. Alright, he's down. And then we can loot this corpse over here. I think this is another piece of the armor. Yep, the Guardian leggings. Okay. And then we can come down here. And this is a really, really cool moment in the DLC here. Boom. That is Black Dragon Calamite. And he is probably the best dragon fight, the best dragon boss in the entire series. I don't think there has been a dragon boss as good as Calamite before or since. But that is a part of the walkthrough for another time. Oh, God. Oh, nice. Okay. Cool. So there's many crystal lizards around here, I think, but they will all sort of drop off cliffs, so you got to be quick when you're trying to get them. This area here is where things get really interesting in the DLC, world building and lore wise. If you stand here for a little bit, you'll start to hear thunder coming from underground, and there's this like purple mist coming out from underground as well, and it stains the walls, and it's just all over the floor here. And this is the Abyss. We will go into the Abyss in the next part of the walkthrough, but this is sort of just telling you that things are not okay here, and it sort of gives rise to like the world of Dark Souls as a whole. Especially, it gives a lot of context to the base game, which is why this DLC is so revered. In this section of the Royal Wood, we're going to start running into gardeners who have scissors, and they're funny looking, and they chop trees, but they're like just as deadly as the pitchfork guys, so you do have to be careful with them. I'm trying to go up this ramp here just so we can get some treasures. I really love just hearing the rumbling of the thunder. It's just so nice. It's like an awesome, awesome touch. So we have some gardeners over here. They're going to take the long way around, but they are going to catch up to us. But I just like to aggro them now. This way they sort of come to us and maybe bring some friends. It seems like they're backing off for now. Okay, maybe not. So we'll proceed. We're going to go this way. Oh, no, actually, I don't think we can. No, we have to jump here, I think. So just make this little jump. You do have to be careful because you can fall and, you know, die. So that's never fun. We're going to come over here. Some more gardeners. Both pitchforks. And I think there's a couple of shears here as well. And if you look closely, you can see them like clipping the trees. And unfortunately, the guardians over here move. So you got to be careful when fighting these things because these guys have patrol paths that they can wind up aggroing each other if you're not careful. And of course, don't roll off the cliffs. All right, so that one's down. And we're getting some really good Twinkling Titanite drops. And moss drops. Wow, excellent. Okay, so we'll come up here. Just checking to make sure there's no other gardeners up here that are going to chase after us, but I don't think there are. There's a treasure over here, and I'm pretty sure this is the chest piece, if I'm not mistaken. Yes, the chest piece. That's the guardian armor. And then there's one more guardian over here. And he's actually, like, looking over the cliffs with his hand. It's so funny that these guys are, like, this sentient, that they're, like, looking in the distance through stone armor that they can't actually see through. Anyway, Dark Souls is magical. It's so good. And there's really nothing like the world of Dark Souls 1. It's unmatched. There's a reason they keep going back to the well of Dark Souls 1 when it comes to storytelling and everything. It's because it's just excellent. Alright, so we got Goff's Great Arrows here. And we will meet Hawkeye Goff in a little while. You know what's funny is his name seems to be pronounced two different ways. There's Go, and then there's Goff with an F sound at the end. I like to say Goff. It just sounds more Germanic, which is where I'm pretty sure the name comes from. Any of my German viewers, feel free to correct me. So we're going to come up here, and then we're going to make another little jump, but you got to be careful, because failing to make this jump will result in your death. There you go. Come up here. And then we got the helm. So now we have the complete set for the Guardian. We can walk over here now. And of course there's a gardener, because why not? These guys even have like watering cans. It's so sick. These guys are so cool. They're like little trash mobs, but they're just really, really well designed. And we got an Elizabeth's Mushroom, which I think gives you a full heal or something like that, or increases stamina regeneration. Okay, So now that we've sort of cleared out this area, we can head deeper into the Royal Wood. And slide down here. Just to be safer. Okay, so... Oh boy. This area can be rough because there's a lot of gardeners and there's a lot of guardians as well. You can break open these little sacks. There's nothing ever in them, but it's just cool that it's just like a buildup of abyss. Yeah, there's also gardeners on that cliff that can sort of come down and hassle you. So you gotta be careful. If you look closely, you can see these gardeners like trimming the trees. It's just crazy. Like these things are actually living and we're just sort of here messing with them. So they try to give us the big snip, but we say no thanks. We'll come over here. And then this was just the cliff overlooking that Elizabeth's mushroom treasure right there. So there is a treasure over here. Can't remember what this is. Soul of a Raver Warrior. I think the rest of the treasures in here are just souls. If I remember correctly, there's like some gold coins or bronze coins. We'll get all the treasure, but just can't really remember what all of them are. I think after you get the Guardian set, there's really not much else to write home about. So you can hear them trimming their trees. It's just so nice. Like, you are just in this living world. I gush about this DLC a lot. And, you know, they're not even going to do anything unless we bother them. But we have to. So this is where the door to Darkroot Garden would be in the base game. So that's where we are now. Hello. Grab this treasure. Yep, gold coin. And there's a moss on this guy. How nice. Alright, come over here. And there's a guardian here, but he's very close to another one, so we have to be careful. Ugh, yeah, this is what I mean. I've died to this little encounter so many times. Just because these two guardians at the same time is really rough. Especially because they do different attacks, you know? Oh, God. Oh, boy. You want to be very careful not to roll off of any cliffs, but you can be very, very careful when fighting these guys. Okay, I wasn't sure if he was going to do his big earthquake attack. Yep. Oh, man. I don't know how I just survived that. I thought for sure I was going to take a ton of damage. I don't know why I bother. Okay, so I think we're actually going to get one here, kind of for free. Alright, cool. So the other one started backing off, luckily. So now we can fight this guy heads up. What? Oh, man. Jesus. Get away. Whew. Okay. So I don't want to fight him on this hill, if I can help it. It looks like I can't. Jesus Christ, dude. His damage output just isn't fair, you know? Alright, we managed to put him down before he did his big earthquake. And I think there might be... I think that's it, actually. I think we fully cleared out this area without dying. I guess, aside from the PvP fight. But, yeah. Alright, so... there is a crystal lizard over here that we gotta be very, very quick to get to. So start running once you get nearby. Don't let it run off the cliff. Just try to hit it at least once. There you go. Alright, blue titanite chunk and all that. These are the gardeners from before. Right, I forgot about these guys. These are the guys I tried aggroing early. Alright. And there's another final treasure over here. Large soul of a proud knight. Okay, and that is the Royal Wood, as far as looting corpses and everything goes. I love hearing that thunder. It's just incredible. Okay, and now we can activate an elevator over here, but there is a treasure behind the structure that we can grab. Another soul of a proud knight. Okay. Cool. So this is the window that Alvina sits in the original Darkroot Garden area to join the Forest Hunters Covenant, and then the bridge. There would be a bridge through here that leads to the other side, but in the past it wasn't there. That came later. Okay. So outside of this elevator, we have a boss fog here. We're not gonna go through there just yet. There is a treasure here, and then this area leads to Black Dragon Calamite. This goes to that boss fight. We're not gonna do that just yet either. But we'll go ahead and pick up this soul, and then there is another area right here with an elevator platform. This comes much later, but it should give you an idea that the DLC has just as much of a recursive world as the base game. So you're in for a treat here. There is an NPC here named Miss Marvelous Chester. Okay, the dogs are down there. I thought dogs were chasing me. This is Marvelous Chester, and he has a really interesting backstory. I'll let him, speak for himself, but you'll notice that he has a candelabra, a leather bag. He's dressed very differently than anything you will ever see in Souls games. And a lot of people think that because Bloodborne was being worked on at the same time as the Artorias of the Abyss DLC, this guy was sort of a precursor to Bloodborne characters, and just sort of like a little Easter egg, because he's very much out of time and out of place. But let's talk to Chester now.
Let me guess. Snatched by a shadowy limb and dragged off to the past? Yes, of course. Exactly what happened to me. We are both strangers in this strange land. But at least now there are two of us. Did you happen across Knight Artorias, the legendary Abyss Walker from the old tales? Well, if you haven't, it's just as well. He's a colorless sort, if you ask me. So, what did that giant mushroom make you do? Not that I care. It's none of my business. I've little to talk about, really. Oh, you know me. What do I know?
So that is Marvelous Chester. He sells some great loot. He sells the green blossoms, which temporarily boosts stamina recovery. He sells all sorts of moss, and he's one of the only vendors in the game that sells humanity, but it's 10,000 a pop, so quite expensive. He sells some manner of basic arrows and bolts, and then he's always here.
So long.
I don't recommend killing him just yet. I think he drops his hat if you kill him, but if you leave him alive now, he will invade you later, and that gives you a bit of a special dialogue with him. So we'll leave him for now. We are going to go to this elevator here, which activates a shortcut back to the Royal Wood on the other side. So this is the first structure that we went into. This is that first elevator. See the Colosseum. Elizabeth and the bonfire are this way. So at this point, we basically have a straight shot back to the boss area. And speaking of the boss, it is now time to face Artorias of the Abyss. So let's do that now. Artorias is a difficult fight. It is one that takes people a long time. Aside from the Sanctuary Guardian, all of the DLC bosses are quite tough. This is a one-on-one knight fight, but he flips around, he can buff himself, and he has stab attacks. He can throw muck in your face to slow you down, and he has pretty sad lore. He is sort of gone mad in a way. He's consumed by the Abyss, but he is actually trying to prevent us from his same fate. He's trying to stop us from going down into Ulatsil Township and into the Abyss. So he's trying his best to save us. But this is Dark Souls, so we got to press on. A little Easter egg here is that you can stand at the boss fog and hear him breathing. Yeah, so pretty sick. I'll explain the fight as we go. He has a lot of abilities, most of which are easy to avoid, but he fights with one hand. He's actually fighting you left-handed. His right arm is broken, sort of like Oro from Street Fighter 3. Although Oro ties it around his back, but this dude's arm is just straight up broken. So he's fighting us one-handed at half strength, but he is still a menace. One important thing to note is that if you have a strong enough weapon, you can prevent Artorias from buffing himself as long as you can get in his face quickly. So make sure you have a fully upgraded weapon or a weapon that does high poise damage, and you'll be able to fight him unbuffed throughout the duration. Here we go. Oh, his left hand is broken. I thought his right arm was broken. All right, here we go. So this is Knight Artorias. So he has a lot of spinaroonie moves. You don't want to stand. Oh god, you don't want to stand in the muck. That will slow you down. He has that really sick move there. He's just such a sick boss, man. He has flips. Sometimes he will combo his flips 2 or 3 at a time. And once you start drinking, he'll start charging you. So you gotta be really, really economical with your drinks. Man, I'm just messing up here. Jesus Christ. Yeah, so he's got a front stab, he's got a backhand, he's got all manner of ways to come and harass you. Oh my god. I just want to heal. I was just trying to show you moves here, man. Yeah, this leap is really cool. So he can get around the arena very, very quickly. When he starts backing up like this, he's going to buff, but if you can just attack him a few times, you can stagger him and make it stop. However, the particle effects are still going strong, so you have to very carefully, know when to stop hitting him. But if you notice that he starts backing up a lot, that's your cue to rush him. So if he starts backflipping more and more and more, you got to go after him. You never really want to hit him more than once or twice. Like I said, he can really combo those flips if you're not careful. I've had him do them 3 times in a row. I've never seen 4, but I've seen 3 many times. So you always want to roll in the direction that he is swinging his sword. He's going to buff now, so we can just rush him again. Yeah, he's got that delayed hit. He hasn't thrown the muck at me just yet, but he can do that. And it won't blind you or anything, but it'll just stagger your character really hard. And that it opens you up to a lot of moves. Oh man, I was hoping to. Yeah, that spinner there's the muck. He can hit you with that, obviously. Oh my god. That stab is a 2-hit. Luckily, we have 2 hits of our own. He's down. I just brute forced that because I felt like if I were to try to dodge that again, I wouldn't make it. Anyway, killing Artorias, he drops the soul of Artorias, and then a bonfire becomes accessible to us here. And this is where I would normally end the guide, but there's still a little bit to talk about, so I'm going to rest at this bonfire and then show you something. So I'm not sure if you have to reload or if just resting is enough, but let's rest here. We'll spend the souls we got. We'll keep going into endurance. Definitely want more of that. And then, I'm not sure if resting does it or if you have to reload. Okay, looks like we have to reload. Anyway, if you travel away or if you reload the game, a new NPC will show up in the arena, and that is Ciarian. What is her full title? Darkblade Ciarian? No, not Darkblade. Something Ciarian. Yeah, this is Ciarian. She is speculated to have been the love interest for Artorias, and since we have slain Artorias here, somebody built a grave, probably her, and I think that's the tassel of his hat appears to be at the grave, along with 1 flower. And talking to Ciarian, she will ask us for the soul of Artorias, and she actually does not give us anything in return. And if you give it to her and then leave, she will disappear forever. But if you kill her, you can get her weapons, which are the tracers, and they are really, really great dex weapons. So let's talk to her, get a bit of lore, and then we're going to kill her.
You Is that not the soul of the man who fell on this spot? He was a dear friend. I wish to pay proper respect with that soul. Would you be willing to part with it? Yes, of course. I must not be presumptuous. Artorias would not have approved. What is it? Something else? Have you changed your mind? Then you have no business with me. What is it? Have you... Then you have no...
Okay, so Ciarian is a really interesting fight. I think we'll be able to take her down pretty quick, but she uses a blade in each hand and can easily overwhelm you. So you gotta be very careful. Her attacks also stack bleed, so you have to be very mindful of that as well. But let's go.
You humans, always taking what you please. Then I shall do this.
There we go. So yeah, if she's two-hand, she's a bit easier to parry. Oh, man. Oh, God. Oh, sweet baby Jesus. There we go.
You humans, my dear Artorias.
Okay. So we get the Dark Silver Tracer and the Gold Tracer, as well as Lord's Blade Ciarian was her name. So we get the Porcelain set as well. And that is Ciarian. Something to note here, you can go through this fog door. This will enter the gazebo, and then you get the Purple Coward's Crystal. This is the Battle of Stoicism gazebo, and these are like sanctioned PvP arenas. So there's the ruins, there's the dais, there's team battles, deathmatch, there's I think 1v1, yeah, duels. So I'm not really sure how active these still are, but there's a leaderboard over here as well. This is the Plaque of Legends. So dual legends, you can see, I'm pretty sure this is worldwide. 70 win streak, god damn. So yeah, there's a lot going on here. This is just the straight up PvP area. And then if you want to leave a fight, you can use the Purple Coward's Crystal to leave. There is a locked door up this staircase that leads to Hawkeye Goff. We cannot access it just yet, so we will leave that for later. What I'm going to do is I'm going to kindle this bonfire up a good deal. We're going to go all the way with it. And then you want to be human in this area for an invasion later. So let's go ahead and reverse hollowing, and then we will kindle. Hopefully I don't get invaded while I'm trying to sign off here. But in the next part of the walkthrough, we will go through Ulyssil Township and take out Manus. Manus is a menace, not to use some alliteration there, but Manus is really, really hard. Oh my god, I'm getting invaded. Okay, let's see how this goes. Let's see how it goes. Maybe we can get some redemption here. So the invasion happens like right here. Hopefully the person actually just wants to fight and doesn't want to just cheese me. Okay, here's Sonic. Oh god, that was a mistake. Alright, so he's got dark beads. Which very, very slowly. Oh my Jesus Christ. What a shame. Oh well. This guy ends in shame. Probably would have crushed me anyway with that crystal weapon. It's on fire too. But anyway, that is it for part 21 of the walkthrough. I hope you enjoyed this. I hope it helped. If you have any questions, please feel free to leave a comment. I'll do my best to help you out. If you're looking for more guides for Dark Souls Remastered, please subscribe to the channel so you get alerted when new guides go live. If you're interested in supporting the channel monetarily, please consider becoming a channel member by clicking the blue join button below this video. Don't forget to follow me on Twitter and on Twitch, and as always, I'll be Johnny Cage. Thanks so much for watching, and I'll see you next time.